Hello everyone, it's Mark with Launchpad B again, and I'm coming at you today with another clipchamp.com tutorial. Just to recap on the last video I did, this is now the second video for clipchamp.com that I'm doing. The first video I did was a little bit longer, talked about the basics, how to import files, how to put files onto the timeline, how to trim your files, and then how to export your files. Now the video I'm doing today will build off that information. Assuming you already know how to do that, we're moving into today's video, which is adding text and graphics, mainly text, to your video. So if you ever wondered how people create a video and they put your name across the bottom, or they put some kind of a title sequence onto the screen, all of that can be done with clipchamp.com. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump onto the site now, and we've already created some videos, and so the anchor video is the one that we did last time. So we're going to go ahead and open that project again, and we're going to pick up where we left off. So let's say I wanted to add a really cool graphic to the opening of this to tell the viewers what it was. We would basically go to the left where it says text, and there's a lot of options for us to choose from. I've actually used this option before here on some of my professional work, and the way that it works is when you play it, it basically opens up, adds your information, and then a logo. So the way that we would manipulate this is if we go ahead and tap on this, you can actually shorten this. Let's say we wanted this to end at the end of this particular clip. Now we wanted to change the top. So this product is actually called a JPlug anchor. So there would be the product information there. If we hit the enter button, then we could add, like let's say we wanted to add the website. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it blank, but you do have the option to add a second line. It would actually look like this. And a smaller text if we added it. And if you wanted to add a logo, you could do that as well. If we go over to the logos, we could actually add the Anchor folks website, or we could add, let's say we wanted to add my logo that I use for my YouTube channel, which is just my head. We could go ahead and do that as well, or if we wanted no, we would just select none and then it would go away. So let's take a look to see what that looks like. And the reason I like this graphic is because it actually adds a blur effect, kind of darkens your frame and then puts it on top. Now in the background, the product is opening up, which is pretty slick. So you kind of get a double whammy there. You kind of get this added drama to it when we do it this way. So let's say we wanted to shorten, we could actually drag this a little bit shorter here. We could make it longer if we wanted to. So we do have some options. But let's say we wanted the product to kind of show up first, then it comes up, the product opens up, and it's very dramatic. And it cuts to the next sequence there, nice and cool. Now let's say, for example, we wanted to add a graphic to introduce a person. Now I went ahead already, and what I did is I selected media. I've got a picture of a woman here, and it's a random picture of a woman. I didn't choose her for anything particular. But let's say we wanted to introduce her to the audience. Let's go ahead and select text, and we're going to use what they call a bottom thirds graphic. So if I scroll down here, I've got two options. This one here has two lines. It's called a lower third split. And if we keep looking, there's the lower thirds there. That's just one solid color. They also make a lower thirds that's just a singular, like something like this. So let's go ahead and select this one here. I'm going to drag it onto the timeline. We're going to put it there. We're going to make it a little bit shorter because right now it's 5 seconds long. Let's say we want to shorten that a little bit. And let's go ahead and add her name. So let's say that her name is Sally Sue. And let's say she's the CEO of Reading Glasses. Maybe it's a website. Okay, because she's wearing glasses. And now let's go ahead and take a look and see how that looks. So now she is Sally Sue, CEO of readingglasses.com. Now that was kind of quick. We can actually make it take a little bit longer. The other thing that's great is we can actually transform where we have it. If we want to place it on the right hand side, we want to place it dead center, we want to place it at the top left, you do have the ability to move it around. Now of course we don't want to place it onto the top left. That's where her head's at. We want to kind of balance out the shot. So it would be ideal to leave it in the bottom left. And let's say we wanted to change the color. This slate blue is not really working for us. We can go ahead and choose a custom color, or we can select one of the colors that's here. Let's say we just kind of go with a kind of a neutral gray. We can go ahead and select that, and then we'll see how that looks. So there we go, Sally Sue, CEO of readingglasses.com. Very fancy, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to delete this back out again. And let's go back to this product one that we just did. So there are definitely a lot of options here that I encourage you to try out. If you ever wondered how somebody does this, it's as easy as drag and drop on the site. So we just drag in what we want, and then we basically add our text and we can reposition. Another thing that people ask at times is how to add a kind of a subtitle to the bottom. So let's say, for example, if we wanted to add a subtitle to this portion here, and we wanted to let people know what is this product, so we're going to go ahead and select the text, and this is actually a anchor for your laptop that plugs into the audio port. So we're going to say laptop plugs into audio port. So if you wanted to add subtitles, this one here kind of types in red as you're going through. You can actually use other ones that don't have that option, but the way that it works then is that it basically will highlight it in red as it goes by. That's how you add text to your videos using clipchamp.com. I encourage you to check it out, try it yourself. It'll really take your videos to the next level. Thank you for watching.